So there's a number of coaches that are following Todd Monken from Baltimore to Cleveland. Here's a list, all on the offensive side of the ball, which isn't a surprise. Run game coordinator Travis Switzer, now the OC. George Warhop, the offensive line coach. Danny Breyer will be the pass game coordinator. Director of football strategy and assistant quarterbacks coach Daniel Stern will be an assistant associate head coach. And then Ian Colsty, again, a younger guy, offensive analyst who is now an offensive quality control coach. When you look at that list, does anybody jump out as somebody that you're kind of like, that guy's kind of an up-and-comer or riser?
Yeah, I think certainly Danny Breyer is a guy you would look at that kind of fits that vein, working closely with the quarterbacks here. Certainly Daniel Stern, same thing. And, I'm not surprised that he brought some of these folks with him because two things stood out about Todd when he was here. And that's one, he will often take responsibility publicly when things go wrong. And one of his favorite lines, which I'm sure you guys will hear, is that, he'll often say in the wake of a loss, got to coach it better, got to scheme it better, got to execute it better. But he's also a very collaborative person, and he's very quick to credit others. He did that a lot here, and I think you'll see that a lot of collaboration in Cleveland as well.
One of the guys who's a veteran, who's generally regarded as one of the top offensive line coaches in the NFL, is George Warhop. What have you seen from Warhop? I know your offensive line was kind of beat up and kind of reconfiguring a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the offensive line was a major point of criticism here with the Ravens this past season. A lot of that had to do with the players on the field, particularly on the interior at the guard positions. Warhop is a guy, as you mentioned, he's been around a long time. He's very much similar, personality in some ways to Todd in that he can get after guys. He will be in their face when he needs to be. Certainly a long time respected kind of offensive line coach. And I know there was some thought up in New York that maybe he would follow John Harbaugh there and instead follows Todd Monken, obviously, to Cleveland. But I think, again, a guy who's been around the block, knows how to, get something out of players. And so, again, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of unfolds there the next couple of years.